Who else could have taken a shot at LSU in 2019? Next on the Voice of College Football. Hey again, everyone. We're excited to have you back for our 2019 breakdown of what a 12-team college football playoff would look like. And that 12-team, of course, according to the proposal set forth by the College Football Playoff Committee here in June. Let's look at it for 2019. Please like the video, share the videos out on social media, because if you love college football and love the analytics we break down and all the other content we provide on a daily basis, others will as well. So help us build the channel by sharing the links. All right. Our 1 through 12 looks like this in 2019. LSU, Ohio State, and Clemson maintain those top three spots as the three undefeated teams in the country in the Power 5. Oklahoma is the fourth seed, as they were in 2019 at 12-1 and Big 12 champion. Georgia at number 5, Oregon 6, the Pac-12 champion. Baylor at 7, Wisconsin 8. Here it gets interesting with the teams that obviously did not participate in the playoff in 2019 and did not win conference championships. Baylor lost the Big 12 championship game to Oklahoma in overtime. Wisconsin downed by Ohio State in the Big 10 championship game. Florida, I guess those losses to Georgia not hurting quite as much by making the playoff in Dan Mullen's first 3 seasons in this playoff format of 2018, 19, and 20. But the Gators, of course, have to play a first-round game at 10-2. We see Penn State at 10, Utah at 11, loser of the Pac-12 championship game. Memphis is the group of 5 rep at 12-1. Memphis, by the way, in the college football playoff rankings were number 17, so they would have been elevated from number 17 all the way up to number 12. This is even more intriguing, I believe, than the teams that made it or the teams that missed it. Keep in mind, we've got Baylor, Florida, Penn State, and Utah all with 2 losses, and Georgia as well without a conference championship. Those are 5 teams without a conference championship with 2 losses. In addition, we've got Wisconsin at 10-3, losing the Big 10 championship game. Left out, how about Alabama at 10-2, losing to Auburn and LSU that season when Mac Jones had to take over for Tua Tagovailoa. Notre Dame and Minnesota, also 10-2 football teams in the regular season, missed out. So again, if the committee would have voted and ranked these teams exactly the way they would have, which they shouldn't be swayed by there being playoff considerations, would have chosen the likes of Georgia, Baylor, Wisconsin, Florida, Penn State, Utah as non-conference champions with 2 or 3 losses over Alabama, Notre Dame, and Minnesota. Quite intriguing there. All right, the 5-12 matchup, Georgia and Memphis. Oregon and Utah had just played in the Pac-12 championship game, but if the committee was going to be true to their rankings and not trying to manipulate the rankings, the Ducks and the Utes would have played a rematch of the Pac-12 championship game as a 6-11 matchup. The 7-10 game is Baylor and Penn State. Gotta love these Power 5 matchups, and this one as well. Wisconsin and Florida, the 8-9 game to be played at the home site. So Wisconsin hosts Florida in December. How intriguing, how delightful would that be to see some of these matchups on campus in December? The likes of Wisconsin and Florida, Baylor and Penn State, and again, you've got a number of great matchups there. Georgia and Memphis to see if the guys from the group of 5 can knock off the Georgia Bulldogs, as Cincinnati almost did in 2020 in the Peach Bowl. That's how it would have looked in 2019. 4 byes go to the 4 teams that made the playoff, and then it proceeds from there. And the interesting note that Alabama with 2 losses is ousted in favor of 5 other teams with 2 or 3 losses, according to the College Football Playoff Selection Committee. But many of you tell us that they know all, so whatever they rank is the way it should be. Leave your comments below. We will march on to 2018 and apply the 12-team playoff to 2018 when, of course, Clemson won the national championship over Alabama. Right here on the Voice of College Football.